Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NORSHAHIRA binti JASNI.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Faqihah.
Assalamualaikum, my name is NORSHAHIRA ADILAH binti AHMAD.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NURAISHAH binti ROSLI.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is INTAN MAISARAH binti RAHMAT.
Assalamualaikum. Today our group will present our prototype simulation for Edugo application. I will start with the introduction of Edugo. Edugo is a special application for educators and also students for the purpose of online learning. Edugo is created with a combination of features from existing learning applications such as Google Meet and also Google Classroom. In addition, Edugo also has a combination of features such as quiz or test, ebook and games to add more fun among students while studying without having to access multiple web of others application at one time. In this prototype, we have to design this app by showing each of the features as mentioned to illustrate the whole of our interesting applications. This is our first interface. After the users download the Edugo, the first interface that the user should choose which is the educator or student. If they are a student, they should choose the student option. Well, if the user are educators, they should choose the educators options.
Next, I will explain for the second interface. When the users have chosen the option educator or students, the user need to fill in their information. To sign up for an account, the users need to fill their details first. The first detail that is required to be filled in by them is they need to set up their username, where other people will see their name based on the username that they choose. The other details required from the users are they need to fill in their active email and set their own password to use this Edugo application. If a user already has an account, they only need to fill in their email and password only to log in.
For the settings, students and educators can find the setting menu at the top left of our interface application. Therefore, we have included the setting menu to let people control and choose what they want to make our application looks like that fit their preference. If the student or educator double-click in this menu, they can find out the various buttons such as to select language, to enable notification, to select team, to assist user with the help and desk button, and also log out button with just one click on the button. For the help and desk button, this type of assistant button is a good way to assist student or educator that seek instant assistance. This help desk button was made to help student and educators by providing knowledge base of answer and receive any complaint or feedback they may have regarding our application. In this logout button, we have created for the student and educators to switch off this application that they wish to and access to our application instantly. This helps to prevent or avoid other users from using the same accessibility session.
In setting features, users are given the options to select Malay or English as their main language when using this app. These two language choices will make it easy for students to explore inside the apps with appropriate language. Next is notification. Notification is the message that alerts students and educators when something new is available to view. For these sections, users will be able to choose either to turn on or turn off the notifications of this app. This notification features is important as to remind users about the important activities scheduled in this app. For team, Edugo has also provided team or mode selection features. Edugo has two modes which are light and dark modes. Light mode is suitable for use during daylight where it will increase the focus level for students and make it easier for them to see brightly into the apps. Meanwhile, the dark mode is suitable at night if students want to download notes or watch video recording for lower brightness. Light mode will change the main button to white color and night mode will change the main buttons to black color.
After our user successfully sign up or log in the Edugo application, the user will see the main features of this application, which is profile, menu and calendar. We choose these three features for our main features because it is comfortable and convenient for them to find out easily their profile, menu as well as calendar. After the user clicks the profile feature button, it will appear their profile feature as well as their profile detail. In the bottom of their profile features, it will appear their category as a student or educators. If our user sign up as an educators, their profile will appear in the category of educators. Meanwhile, if our user sign up as a student, their profile will appear in the category of student. The name and email of our user already stated in their profile during the sign-up process. Thus, the user did not have to fill up their name again. However, the user can complete their profile detail, which is date of birth and gender. If the user want to change their email, the user can just fill up their new email in the email section.
For menu sections, users will find there are 6 menus provided in this app. The first menu is e-room. E-room is a feature for educators and students to meet in online meeting room to begin learning sessions. It also has other additional features such as whiteboard and attendance list for students without having to access other platforms. The second menu is test and quiz. Edugo provides this feature to educators to ease their work in making test and quiz questions for students without having to access other sites to conduct the test. This feature also will tell the details to the student about the date and times of the test and quiz that will be conducted later. The third menu is Materials. Materials is a special feature for educators to upload notes, lecture video recordings and ebooks. The features change the existing audio system that needs educators to provide notes at separate platforms such as in WhatsApp and Telegram. Despite this feature is more organized and simplifies the works for educators and students. The fourth menu is Attendance. This feature is designed to make it easier for educators to prepare student attendance list before starting the online class. Students can easily click on their name on the attendance list. The fifth menu is Games. This feature is specially designed to give fun for students to answer questions during online class. The educators will feel satisfied if their students enjoy learning while playing and understand what they learn in class. The sixth menu is Assignment. This menu is designed for educators to open folder for students to submit their assignments. Educators will feel more organized using this platform to mark students' work without any disruption.
The next feature is e-room. The educator will use the e-room to conduct online classes. Other than that, students of other people can use the e-room for discussions and also meeting. On the upper left, it shows the number of group participants that have joined the e-room. E-room in Edugo apps, we add the features of the sound of clap to get attention from students to be responsive. The student can respond to their educator using that sound as a sign they understand the topic, so the educator will not feel offended because the student have a less feedback or response during ODL sessions. Other than that, if they want to speak to ask the question, they can use the mic that provided, or maybe they can type their question on the chat box.
The e-room has an option that can be clicked by the user. The option provided in this application for Google Meet are present screen, whiteboard, record and take 5 breaks. For the present screen, all users can use both for the student and the educators. For educators, they can present a screen to show the slide to the student. For the student, they can present a screen to show their video presentation or show the work that has been done by them. For whiteboard, the educators may use it to make the student understand more easily the syllabus, especially for the calculation subject. The educators may use the whiteboard to show the calculation steps to make their students understand easily. For the record option, it can be used for all individuals. The students may record and save it on their device if they want to, and the educators may record the class session and upload it later for the students to watch again for their understanding. The last option is to take 5 breaks. The educators may click this option to notify students that they are going to have a short break so that students may excuse themselves to do anything within that time. They also can use this time to have a game session in case the students are feeling sleepy or some of them might fall asleep. The educators can set the time for their break time.
In this material menu, our application is really useful, especially for the student, which help them to find all the material provided by the educators easily without missing any one of the material. It is because our application already divided the material into 3 features. The features are class recording, slide and also ebook. Each of the features can enhance the performance of the students in the ways of getting a better understanding of each lesson and subject that they take and learn during online distance learning session. In this button, we provided the place for class recording that enable the student to record and capture the class lecture for their reference in the future. It helps them to rewatch the class lecture more accurately and receive the knowledge and important tasks and also the part of calculation that has been taught during the online class by the educators. In this slide feature, we have provided the user to find and learn the lesson that has been provided by the educator before or during the class session. This application helps the educator to put all their notes or lesson plan in this feature in the form of PowerPoint, Word, PDF or Excel format. For ebook feature that we have created are to allow the student and educators to become more flexible in the way of gaining new information and knowledge by using this feature that are known as an electronic copy of a book. The educator can further encourage the student to use this ebook properly as this ebook is convenient and easy to access by using any digital device such as smartphone, laptop or tablets. Students also can enhance their reading skills through the use of this feature.
After click the attendance button in the menu section, the user will see the subject that has been registered by them during semester when they sign up as a student. Meanwhile, for educators, the attendance will appear the subject that has been taught by them and keep the attendance of their student as a record.
In our apps, we also have the features for the assignments. In these features, the student will get their assignment and have to submit through this app. The educator will provide the guideline for the student, so the student will have idea and understand about their assignment. Thus, features also have a place to submit. Students just need to click the option of submit and they need to upload the assignments and submit to their educators for each subject. As a part of the educator duties, they need to mark their assignments and giving marks to their students. In the features of marking, the educator can choose whether they want to show their paper they have done marking or can achieve the paper from their student. The educator will release the marks in result of marks features. The student will know their result when they click the result of marks option.
In this application, we provide two games which are Kahoot and Crossword. Kahoot games allow educators or even students to create fun activity and people who join the games will compete by answering the question correctly. The educators may use this Kahoot game by providing questions related to their syllabus chapter to test the students' knowledge and understanding. Crossword games also can be used for the same purpose where educators will know how far the students' understanding is and whether the students are able to answer the simple crossword game. The students also can play this game among themselves by creating their own room and their own funny simple question to be answered in their leisure time.
For the calendar menu, this feature can make the student to be more alert with the due date of each subject that prevent them from forgetting about the lesson plans that has been discussed and agreed with their educators. In this area of to-do list, we have provided the space for the student to put any notes or any plan that they desire to complete it from time to time.
Edugo provides platform for educators to create tests and quiz questions for students without having to access other sites. This feature will tell the details to the student about the date and times of the tests and quiz that will be conducted later. For tests that are being conducted or live, the information such as subject names, date and time will be appear on the test and quiz front page. Students need to click the Start Test button to start answering the questions. Meanwhile, for other tests and quizzes on the other subjects that will come soon, the test date will be also given, but students can no longer access the questions until the date and times arrive. That's all from us. Thank you for watching.